Hello everybody and welcome to Train Simulator. My name is Reese, I'm the Angry Welshman. I am joined tonight by Brett and James.
Buongiorno.
Hi. Hi guys. That's the point where you say hello, damn it.
I was going to do something a bit more elaborate, but I thought no.
I've forgotten how to English.
I've got to set me lines correctly. So, oh wow, 30 people are watching. So everybody, I've set the automatic fireman. The other night I did a live stream where I was driving the V2 and I thought, do you know what? I would like to drive this on a long haul route or a long haul challenge. So we're starting tonight at London Paddington on the Western Main Line's route, which is available from Just Trains. I haven't put any links in the description because I'm a lazy bastard. So, sorry about that.
Put links in the description, you lazy bastard.
No. You put links in the description. You
I
lazy
can't!
bastard.
I don't have the access to your YouTube channel, do I?
Well, you're not getting that. You're not the Nigerian prince.
I think it's fair to say this escalated rather quick.
Who's that? You must identify yourself.
Otherwise you will be shot.
Oh.
Can we just shoot him and ask questions later?
No!
And you. Everybody must identify themselves.
Everybody in the chat must state their name, rank, and how much they earn a year.
And just
for reasons.
Name's Jake, 23, and I earn more than you could in a week.
Oh.
I work at a zoo and get shite out.
What, so you're paid literally in animal feces, so you go and shovel it up?
Honestly, I'm not going to lie. When it comes to winter, he's not far off.
Tell a lie, actually, I'm 23 in 2 days.
Cool.
Liar! I'm suing you for false information.
Suck my fat toe.
I'd rather not, I don't know where it's been.
Why would you have a fat toe?
It's a figure of speech.
Yeah, but why would one toe be fatter than the other? Wouldn't they proportionally be fat?
Probably. I was never good at science.
Actually,
Anyway.
from a medical standpoint, one side of your body is bigger than the other.
In Reese's case, his ass.
Well, I'm intrigued to... I'd like to know how that you know what my arse size is like, but... anyway, I probably don't want to know the answer, to be honest. Anyway, it is now 10:03 in the game and I'm setting off from London Paddington.
You see the regulator, Reese?
Yes, I see the regulator.
Put it in the correct western position.
I have no idea what you're saying, my in-game volume is too loud.
Oh, no!
I've just turned everything down a little bit.
Oh.
Wow, we got 44 people watching. It proves that Train Sim is a lot more popular than Train Sim World.
Yeah, because Train Sim World is going on scam, isn't it?
Oh.
In a way.
I wouldn't know. I don't play it.
So, Active Fireman is on. I can't remember with Active Fireman if you have to put the water in the boiler yourself or if it does everything.
No, you have to do everything yourself.
So the automatic fireman is not automatic at all. If you have to do everything yourself.
I can't stop.
I'm confused.
The automatic fireman is semi-automatic.
I just do everything.
Semi-automatic fireman.
I just do it all manually.
I'm hungry.
Funny that, so am I.
Hey, should we stop up ready for some food?
PNB.
Yeah, we'll get on the McDonald's app and we'll order about 400 double cheeseburgers to be delivered to Reading Station.
Yeah, why not?
So McDonald's, I'm gonna Domino's.
Domino's?
Yeah, why not?
Because Domino's is a waste of money, literally. And I'm not like picking on any particular takeaway for no reason. Domino's, you can literally buy a pizza from Asda for £3.50, which is exactly the same as any Domino's pizza.
Domino's.
Domino's.
Look at it. Look at it.
Domino's.
Let's go order some Domino's.
What I will say is, look at it from my point of view, you don't have any pelicans in Domino's compared to McDonald's.
Yes, I will take 1 pelican pizza, please, with an extra side of honey badger.
Fuck do you eat on a regular
Extra
basis?
honey,
You don't want to know. There's a reason why I've become diabetic.
like a
Anyway,
root.
look at the
Diabetes.
chat. Luke
Yeah, I was
Jope is
literally about to say that.
Luke Jope is already doing 20 miles an hour. Well, Luke, I'm not racing you. This isn't a race. This says
is it?
It's not. It's Railworks Challenge. I'm not doing races no more.
Brett, I think it's fair to say great minds think alike.
What, for honey badger pizza?
No, for diabetes.
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 The amount
Look,
of shit that I've been getting for diabetes, even though I don't actually have it, it's not confirmed.
I actually know what liquid diabetes looks like. Now, when my grandfather would...
That just sounds rather crude.
No, my
Liquid
grandfather
diabetes
would-
is the, you know, Lyle's Golden Chip, you know you can get it in a tin. That's
oh, yeah.
diabetes.
My grandfather, when he would make a pitcher of sweet tea,
No, I think I know where you're going here.
5 cups of sugar in the pitcher,
Yeah, that's
tea,
not
and then
good.
when he'd make his glass, he'd ice, tea,
Are you
sugar.
from the West Country by any chance?
Unfortunately, I'm stuck in the US.
Oh. Well, I got that completely wrong.
Come on,
Diabetes
Reese.
Central.
You used to be a sailor, you should know.
Yeah, that means I've travelled to many places. Doesn't necessarily mean I know anything about them.
You know mostly about the ship that you operate.
Well, I don't tend to know a lot about the ships I actually operate. I just kind of make it up as I go.
Yeah, you just... Nine times out of 10 you're
He's on the bridge, he goes, oh, that light's come on. What should I do now?
I would have thought he'd have sat in the galley with a cup of tea thinking, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with my life.
Well, I'm getting paid for it.
Not really in the galley. I sit on the bridge drinking tea and wondering what the fuck I'm doing as I'm driving headlong up a bank.
We appear to be leaning.
We appear to be aground. Oh
He
well.
looks at his compass and he goes, I think I should have been 3 more degrees to the left. Ever so slightly.
A few more degrees? Fucking hell.
Well, it seems we had a mathematician in the call.
Well, yeah. How many degrees are, how many miles are in 1 degree? 600.
True.
No, there's not. It's 60. I fucked that up. Me trying to be all
Wah,
smart.
wah.
You trying to be a smart ass.
That's what happens when I try and pull rank on people.
It doesn't work.
Not the only thing he pulls around people, but that's another story.
I haven't let you guys join a live stream so you can rip the piss out of me.
But surely that's what you do on a regular basis anyway.
I was a full patron. You said I could do anything I want.
I will end you.
You don't know where I live.
I can find out. I know people. I know things.
Kinky.
All warmed up and shovels in the trunk.
My phone when it vibrates.
So I'm passing Old Oak Common. Better save because this route is notorious for dying.
Thought 64-bit sorted all that out.
Well, this is still a very, dodgy route because of how big it is.
Oh, right, okay.
64-bit has ironed out most of the problems, but it hasn't got rid of all of them.
Has he got rid of the diabetes?
No, it hasn't.
Are you keeping to trying to keep to a timetable,
Am
or
I
just
fucking-
trying to...
What's the
Does
time?
Reese ever?
I'm just basically planning to get there when I get there. We've got 242 miles left to go, and it will be there at 13:47, which is 4 hours. So 7 o'clock now, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So get up to about...
And I've got to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning, so this is going to be great.
I suggest get your speed up to 100 miles an hour. That'll cut it down quite a lot.
It would. I am
let's look
slowly
at this.
pushing up the speed. I'm not thrashing it. I mean, we're passing
yes.
Old Oak Common, and I'm only doing 56 miles an hour, so I could be going a lot faster by now, but I don't want to just thrash the hell out of it because I want to keep something in the bag for later.
Let's look at this from the realistic point of view. How long is it before Reese crashes or runs out of water?
Well, running out of water, I think I'll be okay because I plan on stopping it a few times.
Is that stop going to be full speed into the station and then emergency brake? Or...
Most likely.
Wheels.
My first planned stop is Bristol. Assuming that I do get to Bristol, of course. Because I don't know if we will. I think we might just head down that other bit. Is it Westbury? Not Westbury.
Turn left at Reading down the Berks and Han.
Yeah, it might very well be that route.
Otherwise known as the desert.
Why is it called the desert? Is it full of sand? Is it the Sahara?
No, because you see fuck all for miles.
Yeah, I remember this part of the route is very laggy. I think it's quite asset heavy. Around Southall.
Well, when it renders in fine on the video, it absolutely looks gorgeous.
It is quite a decent route. A lot of people slate it because it's had a lot of difficulties. This route has, Western Main Lines. Obviously, being such a long route, it's difficult to add a huge amount of detail. But I think it does quite well for what it is.
Oh yes.
And I'm hoping once the full route is made, like they can sort of go back and, you know, change a few bits, add a few extra bits, a few more custom assets, and it would make an absolutely fantastic route. But I think they've done it in the right idea, is that they've made bits of the route at a time. They haven't just tried to make the full thing in one go. Because one of my biggest bugbears about Train Sim is that, what's it called? The routes don't really go anywhere. Like, you keep getting the same kind of routes coming out. It's from somewhere, but then it sort of stops halfway. That makes any sense.
Yeah.
Brett Schwartz says Reese. Brett Schwartz, yes.
Reese. Yes.
Reese.
That is my reply, is just the word yes.
Yes.
Well, as it turns out, the active fireman does put water in the boiler, which is nice. I'm glad I don't have to fire for a change, because I do get distracted if I have to fire.
Oh, yeah, in the chat, Sean Yazzie says, remember when Reese fell off the HST at Southall?
Yes, it was literally 24 hours ago. It was yesterday. I'm not senile yet. I do remember what I was doing yesterday.
Yet.
Or does he?
He doesn't need that kind of doubt in his mind.
Thomas Palmer says, how long has it been since Reese left Paddington because he got speed quick?
Well, I left at 10:03, so it's been 10 minutes.
How many coaches are you hauling?
12.
Standard express rate then.
I'm actually hauling intercity Mark 1s.
Standard charter rate then.
It's the coaches.
The coaches.
They're just
All the coaches.
I have been told that these are referred to as the coaches. Not really sure what the joke is, but apparently they are the coaches.
Is that the technical term?
There was a documentary I saw about Green Arrow. It was when the first time she ever went to Plymouth. It's quite an old one now. It was made in 2000 and something. Really good documentary. Eva Fan02 says, how did I fall off a HST? Well, yesterday we were playing Train Sim World, and I may have gotten on the wrong HST, and I would have had to wait 6 whole minutes to get on the one that was departing. So I basically jumped off the one I was on and tried to get on the other one, and I managed to somehow grab onto the side of the train rather than opening a door. I just sort of stood there as it was accelerating up to 125 miles an hour.
In other words, what happens at Southall on a regular basis?
Yeah.
Is that game available in VR at all?
No.
Can you imagine how terrifying it would be if it was?
It would actually be quite decent if they enabled it with VR. I think it would work pretty good. Oh, major FPS lag there, and it's back.
I think if it was in VR, I think there would be a few warm pants and counselling sessions for a long time.
Vibrated again.
Yes.
You enjoyed it?
Every time. I have to remember not to kill the V2 this time because the other day when I drove it, if you coast, you have to put the reverser to 25% because otherwise you kill the valve gear.
Oh.
And I didn't know that, so I managed to kill the middle cylinder.
Funny enough, that's something I didn't know.
Got 50 odd people watching you now, eh?
I see 51.
Oh, YouTube home screen says 52.
I see trees are green.
Well,
Red Roses
I think
too?
we've topped out at about 75 miles an hour though.
We're clearly not giving her enough.
Well, no, because I don't want to blitz all my steam or my water either. I think, 74 mile an hour, we're on a mainline excursion, we're limited to 75 anyway, so... We what?
Oh, I was trying to make a reference there, but I best not.
Mark says, look, no dislikes. Well, thanks, Mark. Now, any moment, there will be 53 dislikes.
Right, everyone dislike it from now.
There we go. There's one. Come on, everybody watching the stream, dislike this video. Go on, everybody.
Trying to prove him wrong.
Don't listen
Literally,
to him.
every single person, dislike the video right now. Mark sees 69, but I don't think that's the viewer count. I think that's someone's cock in his face. So who have I actually got in the chat right now?
One at a time, say hello.
Hi.
Not you!
Oh.
You moron!
Love you too, dear, to quote my grandma.
To quote my grandmother, silence, because she's dead, you sick bastards.
I would say thankfully, but I'm not harsh, but I will say my grandma so far hasn't.
Well, she hasn't died or hasn't said anything.
Died.
Oh.
My grandmother...
Fuck it, Reese.
My grandmother...
You should know by now from watching even one live stream of mine that there is no moral boundary too low for this sailor to go to.
That's true, and it's the same with my workplace as well.
Down if need be.
My grandmother actually turned 60 in a few days, and I'm still terrified of that woman. Though little she may be, she can still kick my ass.
Grandmothers are known notoriously for being evil bastards. They can kick the shit out of a polar bear.
But they're very good at feeding you.
I saw her chase after my brother because he would not accept payment from her, so she chased his ass down.
Or because he wouldn't accept money.
He did yard work for her, and he wouldn't accept the money, and she didn't feel right about not paying it, so she chased him down. She ran after.
I'm glad I'm doing this live stream now, actually, because it's kind of a forerunner for my Paddington to Penzance challenge, just to see if my laptop can actually manage this route. Because I've done it before and I've got so far and then the route crashed, so we'll see. We'll see how we get on. I've got this gut feeling, even with 64-bit, that Train Sim is just going to derp out at a certain moment.
I've got a good feeling something's going to derail.
And tonight's going to be a good night.
No, it's not. There will be no good nights. It's a lie. It's a conspiracy. Oh, I've got my Xbox controller plugged in. Just remembered.
The Xbox controller.
The Sexbox controller.
Wait, what?
The Xbox controller, where someone can't take a yoke.
Get out!
Oh no, that's copyright. Fuck. Green Arrow was Green Arrow at Green Arrow o'clock. Defense GWR is in the chat. Patrick Webb is in the chat. Hello. Planline 35028 is in the chat. Hello. Tonight's gonna be good.
MDH Game says tonight's going to be a good night. Yep, Hannah agrees.
I don't really know how he knows if Hannah agrees because she's actually pissed off at me right now. So I don't think she does. Why am I going past the red light?
Why is she upset with you?
Why the fuck have I just gone past the red signal?
Have you been seeing other sailors again?
I just went past the red signal. I got no idea why.
Well, when he's at work, he's always surrounded by seamen.
Oh, yeah, nobody has ever made that joke before. That's totally a unique one. Good job.
No, I had to add it.
Copyright Austin Powers.
Not to mention, yeah, why did you run past a red signal?
Yeah, now I'm going past a yellow. A single yellow, and again, no idea why.
Don't forget, this is Reese. He does
I
anything.
suggest have your hand over the brake handle just in case.
Well, I've come off the power. What station's up ahead? Slough. Oh, maybe it's because I've got to go through on a weird track. Let's,
You're
going from the main to the relief?
Maybe.
Maybe he's probably going to have to cross over at Dolphin Junction.
So I've just eased back on the power and applying some gentle braking.
Putting the needle to 0.
I'm not actually. I've got a rising brake, so yeah, I'm not panicking just yet.
You gentle braking?
Fucking hell.
Well, I've brought it down to about 55 mile an hour. That should be
Dolphin
okay.
Junction's 40.
Oh, now I got green.
Oh, go!
In the works of Jeremy Clarkson.
Oh!
Full steam that way.
Did he say that?
No, he actually didn't.
I always thought he used to hit things with a hammer.
My approach.
Jeremy Clarkson hit things with a hammer? Nah.
I thought it was Richard Hammond.
Oh.
No, on an episode of Top Gear, Jeremy did fix his car by hitting various parts of the engine with a big ass hammer, so...
Until James May said don't hit it with a hammer because it's the tool of a pikey.
In which case he just did it again even more.
Pretty much.
Planline 35028 says that's a Category 1 signal past at danger, immediate suspension of driving and subject to an investigation and loss of job.
Yep.
Well, to be fair, this loco is working for West Coast Rail, so they've disabled the AWS.
Oh.
So I'm gonna claim gross negligence.
Be more realistic if he was a round Broughton Bassett.
That's true. And if it was Spadmere.
Now we've just got people yelling power in the chat.
Power!
Don't you think that was a couple of years ago, but even now people still talk of it?
Yeah, and they'll talk about it for years to come.
True.
Oh, we got 59 people watching, sorry. So, for everybody in the chat, head on over to Facebook, post a link of this video to your friends. Let's get more people watching. Share the fuck out of it.
MDMG Games says Richard Hammond hits things with a lot of force. He just doesn't remember them though. That's because they're most likely either trees
Well, if he didn't crash so much, he would remember.
God, I'm really not building up the speed again. Very
What's
slow.
your boiler, bro?
Because the more I slow down, the longer this live stream will take. Jeez.
Everfan 002 says, but it was the West Coast footplate crew that disabled the AWS. Ergo, you would still be knackered, mate.
That's true. That is true. I'm still going to claim it wasn't my fault. I've got 56 people that know it wasn't my fault. You'd all back me up in a court of law, right?
No.
How much am I
Who are you?
How much are you going to pay?
Yeah, how much are you going to pay us all?
I will pay you 6 million Rhodesian dollars.
Let me fire up the conversion.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Someone do that. Meanwhile, Christopher Flynn says hashtag Tangmere did nothing wrong.
Tangmere did everything wrong.
With Southern, what do you expect? Then again, I can't talk.
Holy crap, Caledonia Works just posted an update on the Robinson... Oh no, it's... yeah, this is Robinson 04. And it is looking sexy, if I might say so.
I thought you were about to get triggered, Reese. You and Dark says, Reese, why are you driving such a shite loco, GWR superiority?
I'm not getting triggered by that, he's quite correct.
Oh. Then again, I can't agree more, to be fair.
Bit of a trouble there, Reese.
A parrot found on the roof keeps telling the fireman to fuck off.
Reese.
What?
There is no Rhodesian pound.
I said Rhodesian dollar.
There's no such thing.
Yeah, well that's why it's unique. That's why it's worth more.
It's either that or he pays us in Monopoly money.
I thought he was going to pay us in Big Macs.
I would do that.
I will pay you 6 Big Macs. But the small Big Mac, not the new Grand Big Mac.
Make it McChicken sandwiches and we have a deal.
Why? Because it's finger licking good.
No, because the McChicken sandwiches. Because the McChicken sandwiches are fucking luck.
Not had one. Then again, I barely go to Mackey's anyway.
I used to go a lot more than I do now, but I became diabetic.
Diabetes.
Diabetes!
Remember they had to take my foot?
Government came and took my baby. Anyway. Defense GWR says he wants to join the Discord voice call. Well, if you get on Discord, we're in a public room, so yes, anyone can join.
You said that.
Any moment now, we'll have 52 people joining.
Oh god.
Well done, Reese.
Oh no.
Prepare for the attack.
Prepare for the invasion.
Of the unwashed.
Prepare for the attack of the Grand Otis.
Well, we're at full reg. Let's see if I can notch up just a little. Which station is this?
Up.
We're just about to pass.
Sean Yazzie says, if Reese paid me 6 steaks, I'd support him in court.
Done.
He's even mute. He's deafened himself, but yet he hasn't muted himself. So you've gone past Burnham, which is... There we go. Next would be twice.
Yeah, let's burn them.
Burnham.
Yeah, that's where I live.
That's where you live. Right, lads, in the train, prepare the bombs. We're going to lob them out the window as we go past.
I was going to say prepare the stones, but Jesus, you took it 10 steps further.
No,
Probably the right place to,
I can hear
the right place to let the bombs off his salvo.
How about prepare the hand... Well, that just took a dark turn.
If I listen closely, I can hear the sound of a Grizzly 3-cylinder. It ain't going to be good.
God bloody hell.
Oh god. That's just being racist.
I think Sam Stevenson of Blastpipe Productions will be joining us shortly.
Very nice.
Oh god, why is there steam emitting from my cylinder? Have I killed it again? Yes, I have. I've killed it.
Already?
Well done.
Fuck's sake! It was when I eased off for that signal. I killed it.
Great Scott!
So I've killed the V2 again.
Run it.
The 3-cylinder is now a 2-cylinder again.
Keep going.
So no wonder I was down on power. Great, now this is basically my top speed by the look of it. So we are not going to have enough power to get over Wellington Bank.
Or up through Box Hill.
Oh god.
While being lobbed with Wellington boots.
For the second time in a row I've killed a V2.
Talk about either you're too destructive or that locomotive's too fragile.
I think this loco's too fragile. It's literally as soon as you shut the reg, bang, you've killed the cylinder. Come on.
Yeah, that's an issue.
I'm pretty sure that a V2 would not die instantly as soon as you shut the regulator. Even if they are inferior LNER shite. But anyway.
Good evening.
Is that
good? Hello.
It is.
Hello,
I'm
Sam.
back.
Hello.
Hello. How's everyone doing?
Guess what I've done?
What?
Grand, mate, are you?
I've killed the V2.
Well, I mean, okay, well, it wasn't entirely unexpected, but
I love how you really just made It turns out the National Railway Museum needs to build a new V2 monoblock cylinder because of me, by the look of it.
well, I mean, they need one anyway, don't they? But
Yeah, it's because I keep killing it.
Not gonna lie, if I had £1 for every loco Reese broke, I'd be a millionaire.
No, if
no, I
you
would
had
say
a pound,
billion,
you'd have
millionaire,
£5.63.
I don't know who the fuck
Yes.
took your math, but okay.
well, he's broken.
Again, you've got to
like,
deduct taxes,
63.
volcano insurance, you know, HMRC contribution. I think Jaden Penn has just triggered every LNER veg in the chat. He's just said,
Oh,
I
there's
like
people
Green
in the
Arrow.
chat.
I like Green Arrow, it's like a miniature version of Scotsman.
Who cares?
Well, I know the first person that's going to be stoned.
I think some LNER vengeance is going to happen.
You all know Great Western's superior anyway. Better route.
Well, we're on Brunel's billiard table, so at least the broken V2 is not going to struggle on this. I mean, we're still doing 65 miles an hour.
That's not bad.
Not bad with a blown cylinder.
But we've done 25 miles, we've still got 215 left to go.
Oh, you did. No, Sam, no, don't join in. You have work to do. Chris will be getting very annoyed with me if I don't get this done tonight.
What is it?
Well, you know the N2 that's coming out?
Yeah.
You know how there's been a suspicious lack of GER liveries for it so far?
Is it because you haven't got your arse in gear to make them?
Yeah, maybe. It's not necessarily the whole livery, but I haven't finished the numbers for him yet.
Lazy
so,
bastard.
Yeah, okay.
I'm only joking, Sam, of course.
No, you're kind of right, though.
We all know that I'm right, but I wasn't going to sort of focus on that.
Right, and there's something you don't hear every day.
I know, right?
Bloody hell.
We've got two people in the chat that want to be stoned. Mr. Patrick Webb and Mr. Pendennis Castle.
Whoa.
They know where the joints are, they can go and get them if they want to get stoned.
Mike Prout would rather have a pannier.
Can't say I disagree with him.
What?
nothing wrong.
Mike Prout, you're saying you did London to Plymouth in 3 hours in a pannier?
Bullshit.
I don't think I even managed that. I don't think I even managed that time I did it with a Duchess.
Yeah, what locomotive was double heading behind that pannier?
2 class 66s probably.
I don't know.
Even a HST wouldn't do it in 3 hours, never mind a bloody pannier.
What station is this?
Yeah.
Twyford. Twyford.
Russia.
Jet,
Twyford.
it would have to be the jet train.
In tandem.
Well, we're up to 67 mile an hour, chaps. We're on a level gradient, though.
Well, you could be doing worse to say you buggered up the engine.
I've killed the engine. I'm just not real. I'm really not looking forward to the, you know, what's it called, the
Hills.
South Devon Banks and the Wellington Bank.
You made
Yeah.
a bloody good run.
I might be defeated. Oh bloody hell! There's a red signal.
Again, you so
Crash imminent.
Red is for danger.
Right, put it to 25% because apparently a V2 will die if it's not at 25% when you're coasting. So that was the most important thing. Now to
I mean,
slow
not that it
down.
matters if it's already dead, but
Well, it's not dead.
The
It's still
intro-
working.
I wanted to
okay
go
then.
from two.
Dennis
let's
Castle
run it.
says he's doing 72 mile an hour, so I'm assuming he's trying to race you, Ree.
Yeah, but I've already told him multiple times that I'm not racing, so he can race whoever
I
he wants. To be honest.
I kind of want to see you blow another cylinder to bring that 2-cylinder down.
Golden Eagle Studios and
green
Production
light.
says get your brakes on.
We got a green.
That's
Well, the
But then
lights
again,
are
now you've
all
got a
green
green, it
for
doesn't
you
matter.
now, Green Arrow. Green for glory.
green for Green Arrow.
Green for Green Arrow. Which is you, Green Arrow. You magical beast.
Slightly
Green
broken,
arrow.
slightly broken magical beast.
Is it just slightly low, or is it like more than slightly? Technical description there.
Full on
It's
fucked,
totally
that's
fucking
what it is.
fucked, mate. That's what it is.
It's full on.
We've got one guy-
Ah,
we've
brilliant.
got one guy in the chat saying, "Come on, piston! Come on, other piston, blow."
We always have people in the chat encouraging Reese to break his logos, and to be perfectly honest, I don't think it's very supportive.
yeah,
The
exactly.
the locomotive is fragile. It's not his or entirely his fault.
Yeah,
Just
to
blame
be
it on
fair,
West
Kind of
Coast.
hilarious.
That's a lot of tons of metal, and it's under a lot of stress and strain. It's pretty easy to break.
Well, it's alright, when he gets to Wootton Bassett, just say West Coast did it.
Hatley, Hatley,
As long as
Hatley.
we do-
Change here for Bassett and Wednesday. Oh no, that's not right.
Close
That's
enough.
then.
Bustin.
Now, you might say Buston, but
I-
people who live there.
I thought it was Buxton.
Butlins.
Yes, change here for
that's,
Butlins
that's-
and Wednesday.
That's the other one. Heidi High.
Be right back.
There was another show which I call. It was called You Rang the Lord, and it had the same people in it.
Yeah, so did Heidi High.
Yeah. I don't know whether like they sort of those particular actors kind of worked with. Was it the two guys that wrote it a lot?
Yeah, I think they did, because there was quite a few more with the same people.
Why this? More two yellows. Jeez, come on. There's no other AI traffic on this route. Why am I getting double yellows?
Back.
Signal failure problem.
The next train to call at Reading will be terminated short of the platform because the driver has killed the cylinders.
Again,
Will be terminated short of the
As
platform
booked.
because the driver has had enough for months to go home.
Killed the cylinders. You mean killinders?
Oh, I see what you did there.
God.
I understand it. It didn't make me laugh, and I didn't like it, but I understand it.
I think
That's
everyone
all I
had
ask.
two spads.
I volunteered at an American Railroad Museum here in Tennessee, and our driver actually killed the brakes of one of our F7B units. It jammed on, and we had to uncouple it from the rest of the consist.
Cool story, bro.
Now
That's
how,
for
did,
someone who cares.
now how did you get it off if the brakes were jammed?
They had to drag it. They had to uncouple it and drag it off the rest of the consist.
Do it Pennine Valley
Oh,
Railway style.
no.
Just take the brake blocks off the wheels.
Yeah, we're gonna say, why
Go
don't
ahead.
you just go hit it with a big hammer until
Yeah.
it
We would
Because he was
goes?
told
How
it's the
women are
tool.
you?
Take a big fuck
Because you
off
hit it
hammer
with a
and
big
smash the
hammer.
fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Because he was told it's the tool of the pipe.
We were already behind schedule, and we had passengers that were getting antsy about what was going on. So
Passengers.
Arsingers.
Passengers.
Oh, I hate
Yes.
the passengers.
the mass. We unfortunately care about our passengers, especially when they start asking, "What the hell happened?"
I'm assuming
give it a clap.
we need to go across a set of points here. That's why I'm reduced to 40 mile an hour.
Everyone panic.
There's absolutely nothing wrong and no reason to panic, and then you just let them panic themselves.
I've still got 3,000 gallons in the tender, so I think I'm going to proceed on without taking water.
3,000 bottles of beer in the tender, 3,000 bottles of beer.
You take one
one
down,
down,
insert it into the injector. I think we'll stop in Reading for a few minutes. While I
Then Reese can keep his promise and run to McDonald's.
Yes, we've got a delivery of McDonald's cheeseburgers on the way.
What is it you're trying to do with your challenge anyway, Reese?
Make it without dying.
Oh.
Well, he's halfway done that.
The ultimate challenge.
Well, yeah, I can see why that might be a problem.
I'm casually squealing the wheels a little bit.
Make love you'll sing.
But can they sing in tune? That would be nice.
Probably not.
Singing.
Depends how well you teach them, really.
They're singing to a tune, though you may not want to listen.
Ivor the singing V2. He only has one note, and it's called.
It's only got one note, there it is.
Let's all sing Kumbaya.
Let's
No.
not.
Whoosh.
Oh yeah, Reese, what did you think of the race / challenge / What's-a-Maduji idea thing I sent out to you?
I'll have to read it again, hang on.
Yeah, I'm gonna put together a proper information pack thing for it.
Yeah, that would be good. Hang on, I'm messing
Just a
around.
PDF.
What's
or
the,
something.
I don't understand why right
what's the
now
challenge?
I've got like this thing on the bottom of the screen. It looks like screen tearing. It's probably the RAM in my laptop exploding.
Train sim making your laptop explode? Never.
Never. I never would have guessed.
First, the
I've never
locomotive,
experienced
then
such a
his
claim.
Yeah. So we're at Reading with a
anybody-
dead V2, which really should be failed at this point, but hey, we're going to press on. Because she's a good
did
V2.
anyone
Howdy
else,
ho, chaps.
did anyone else see the rods freaking out for a moment there? It looked like the rods were shaking
Yeah.
violently.
They do that.
It does that a lot on the V2. I've noticed.
Okay, I'm glad it wasn't just.
No, just you know, engines do casually freak out from time to time.
You know, on the
V2
main
with
line,
the V2,
engines just
okay.
kind of, you know, they're puffing along, suddenly they just go, and that's it.
They're under a lot of pressure, okay? They're doing the best.
I see
Crafty
what you
Theo
did
10 asks, "What is this route? Please tell me."
It's a choo-choo train route.
That's
a
actually
railway.
a lie. It's actually a...
Where do you download?
The internet.
Yes.
On this wonderful place called Google.
Google has downloads.
Oh my
Yes, it
god.
has pornography and viruses.
That is not family appropriate.
No, it isn't.
This is one of Reese's live streams. When is it family orientated?
It's a
Yeah,
good
we're
question.
gonna say it's
When there's no commentary.
when Reese is on.
Oh.
In fact, no, even then it's not.
When Reese is on his own, he's probably 3 times worse. That's just a rough estimate.
Values may vary.
VAT included.
but not limited to.
How's this looking? Does it look like it should?
Pardon me.
No, of course it doesn't.
Oh no, I'm about to go over that stupid concrete flyover thing.
No, you're not.
Oh, heaven forbid.
Well, if you're going to the Barks and Hand Street, you shouldn't.
Apparently I am. And the next stop is Plymouth.
Oh, you're going via Bristol then, I think.
I guess we're going via Bristol, lads.
That's
So,
the
It's
route.
probably added about 400 miles to the journey.
So about how early into the live stream did you wreck the third cylinder?
About
I
5
came in
minutes
late.
in.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, about 5
Which is pretty much as normal.
Yeah.
Oh dear, so I really didn't miss much then.
Nope. I'm heading up this concrete flyover thing, which I'm not actually slowing down yet.
It's a very technical description.
Okay, now I'm slowing down.
This sky bridge made out of stones.
If you crest it and you go down the other side, it will help you.
Yeah, but that assumes that I actually make it over the top.
Yeah, if he could get to the top.
You can make it over the top. I won't have negativity in this driver system. Oh, there's a red signal.
That's enough of your negative attitude. You can't pass that red signal. Oh, not with that attitude.
Watch.
There's a difference between negativity and negligence, Reese.
Oh, is there? Oh, right. Okay, I'm really glad that you told me because I wasn't sure.
No.
Always happy to help.
Yeah, negligence is accidental negativity.
Here's a spot of
Or in
positivity.
Reese's case, on a regular basis.
Here's a spot of positivity. Drop a couple coaches, you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's always the way to do it.
That's the AWP spirit.
If at first you don't succeed, lie, cheat, and win by any means possible.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Right, we're about to go down the other side of the big concrete thing.
There you go then, you've crested it.
So we're going to pick up some speed, which we wouldn't have got if we'd have, well, because I managed to kill the V2, so...
Okay,
and it's pretty much flat all the way to Bristol as well, so you won't have any trouble losing speed in that respect.
You haven't killed it just yet.
Technically speaking, if you've gone up a big hill and you're going down the other side of the big hill, you're not actually gaining anything because the energy it will have required to get you up the hill is just what you're gaining back again going down the hill.
Yeah, but
it is.
No, I don't agree with that because at the start, before I hit the hill, I was only doing, 22 miles an hour? I've come down the other side and I'm now doing 49, so...
But did you lose any speed going up?
A little bit. Everyone's telling me I should swap for a king at Didcot.
Nah, you're alright, mate.
Isn't the issue with that you would have to edit the scenario?
Yeah, I would have to completely restart a new scenario, and I don't want to do that. I want to get these exact coaches to Plymouth. These people have paid for a rail to... Oh, why have I got a red signal? No, I am not going to slow down because I just got that speed up, so screw you, stupid AI signalman.
Is anyone else waiting for the whole crash ban wall up now?
Yes.
No, I think it's the brute being stupid, so I'm not going to slow down. He says...
If anything, you're going for the main...
See, I've got a green signal up ahead.
I'm going to do my worst Christopher Lee impression, but brave but foolish.
There's a green signal up ahead, see? So I mean, the signal is stupid. If I'd have slowed down then, I'd have lost any benefit from going down that massive fuck-off hill.
Ladies and gentlemen, the logic of Reese. Signals are stupid.
Yes, signals were meant to be passed at danger. Which is probably why I'll never be taken on as a trainee driver. That's exactly what I said at my interview with First Great Western to become a driver, and they said, no.
I thought they said, haha, you're hired.
Yeah, they said, clearly you have got the right attitude. Welcome to the team.
Yeah, swap for King Edward II at Didcot.
It was after the horrific crash and all those dead passengers and the whole coverage that he got sacked.
No, it was because I rode on the side of a HST while it was accelerating at 225 miles an hour yesterday.
Well, yeah, that too.
That had something to do with it, I think.
So what was your response at the inquest then?
I literally walked into the inquiry room. I looked at the lead investigator in the eye. I smiled as I undid my belt, pulled down my trousers, and took a gigantic steaming turd on his desk.
Well, that's a bit of a shitty story.
I see what you're
That's, yeah. It's been so peaceful, so long without any crap jokes, and then one live stream.
I get it, crap!
Mark is in the chat, ladies and gents, so I'm sure he's about, as soon as the live stream catches up, he's going to come up with some crackers.
No, funny enough.
Crackers? Why have they got cream on them?
Creamy crackers.
Stop it! Stop it!
No, when you
Or have they got cheese on them?
They might have cheese.
No. No
Cracking cheese, Gromit.
Cracking
is that copyright?
cocaine, Gromit.
Now that's
Very
not-
bad for your teeth.
Who cares? If it tastes good, get it down, yeah.
It's cocaine.
Wow. I mean, air fresheners can taste good, but it doesn't mean you should eat them. That's my medical advice for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Don't eat air fresheners.
More to the point, what are you even doing eating air fresheners?
I can
It's
explain.
one of the-
breath,
It's one of those
Yes.
forbidden snack type things.
Yes.
like the Tide Pods.
Because it gives you diabetes.
What? Tide Pods gives you diabetes.
No.
Well,
I wish I'd have
mean,
known that. I wouldn't have eaten so many.
Yeah.
Oh. MDH Game says I've got a few smashing jokes about glass, so yeah, I think we have started the trend.
Right. Whoever did this needs executing.
Alright, so I'm actually with a broken V2. I'm at 71 miles an hour, so I'm not doing that bad.
You're running on like 2/3 of an engine though, so
Consider,
Haven't got damn good effort, credit where credit's due.
if I make
There's a-
it all the way, I will be genuinely chuffed.
There is a reason
Chop,
I
chop.
can't get away with.
Or does it go puff puff?
It goes puff puff. That's the kind of chuff chuff this puff puff is.
oh,
Poop, poop,
Chuff, it's a
poop,
puff
poop,
puff that
poop.
goes chuff chuff.
Puff puff, are we smoking pot now?
potentially.
Well, to be fair, Reese did say there's some LNER veg getting stoned, so...
Why are LNER veg in the chat? They should all be banished.
Well, as soon as it said London to Paddington, that should have been their cue to go, you know what? Nah.
We should banish all LNER fanism.
I would love to see somebody do like what they've done with Western Main Lines, but for the East Coast Main Line, all the way from King's Cross to Edinburgh.
West
I
Coast
thought somebody was doing that.
Yeah, but they're all in bits. I don't think you can join them together.
It depends on how it's been made. I mean, you can merge routes and train sim, but it's not the easiest of things to do. And they need to have common coordinates.
Yeah.
Don't
you
they
have
also
get-
need to be made by the same people?
No, they don't have to be made by the same people, they just have to be made properly.
It
If
needs
it's made-
it needs to be mapped the same.
Yeah,
Danny
Imagine-
Goodwin
imagine-
says, I hope
imagine-
you haven't puffed a girl lately.
oh lord.
Well,
The hell
considering
does
that
that
I'm
mean?
married with a wife, you know,
Who you claimed earlier on was pissed off with you.
she is pissed off with me, but I'm still married. The last time I checked.
So it's a perfect marriage then.
But match made in heaven.
It's a match made in heaven. She hasn't spoken to me for 3 weeks. It's great.
That sounds like a standard marriage.
You're not
Although you
sleeping in the car,
Yeah.
so cut yourself.
Hey, no, it's my house. She'll be sleeping in the car, not me.
No.
Ooh.
But
Ooh.
anytime
Right.
anytime a man has a ring on, he loses all power. So you'd be sleeping in the.
I'm just
MPH
passing for
things.
scoring a streetly.
Hang on.
Unless
He
it's
loses
the
all
one with
power,
the
so
power.
if you're saying he's losing all his power, does that mean you're admitting he's shit in bed?
Whoa.
Okay,
No,
you've just made this
so-
incredibly personal.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow, no, I
yeah.
was just meaning that.
Tell me,
he
when did
no
you
longer
lose your
wears
virginity?
pants in the household.
Last
did
night
you?
when you raped you.
Well, that just got dark.
I mean, what?
Did you just
I mean,
say what
yeah.
I thought you said?
Probably.
I said, when did he lose his virginity? And you said, when someone raped him. Is that what you said?
Oh, no, not quite. It was worse.
What did you say?
Yeah, a hell of a lot. He said when you raped him.
Well,
Well-
considering I'm gay, I don't think most of you want to hear that stuff.
And now I think we're getting way too personal.
All right, back to trains.
Nothing wrong with being gay.
Yes. Nothing wrong with it at all.
Of course there's not.
So
I don't know why you were saying there was, whoever it was.
we weren't. We were just saying we're getting a little bit too personal.
Just a little bit. Nothing wrong with a bit of cock now, is there?
Nothing wrong with a bit of the good cock.
Oh shit, that's what I forgot to do.
If only James Littlewood was here, he'd come up with some crackers.
If only.
Is that to go with a cheese?
What crackers of cocks?
Cock crackers.
No!
Cock-shaped crackers, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the family-friendly Angry Welshman Productions live stream.
That's what happens. You go to the Sausage Wine Brewery and you get you get a glass of sausage wine and you get cock-shaped crackers and cheese to go with it.
MDH Games says
That
two
sounds like a
football
start-
players
that sounds
from
like-
opposite team.
Sorry.
Hi.
Oh, I see.
I say
what you
that's-
said.
Sounds like a starter for 10 at a restaurant.
Two football players from opposite teams get married the other day, and the referee was a priest. It was the match made in heaven.
Do you know I'm actually doing 76.8 miles an hour in a broken V2?
Not bad.
Maybe Thompson was onto something.
It wasn't Thompson that did the V2, was it?
No, it was Thompson who wanted to get rid of all the third cylinder, though.
Oh, did he?
Apparently it was.
Just got to ask if anyone does come up with any.
All the British, there's all the girls.
If anyone does come up with any crackers, do they come pulling apart at Christmas Day?
Yes, we pull them at Christmas. And you get a little prize and a little paper hat.
And a
little
terrible joke.
And a little joke. The station we're now passing through is Chosley.
Charles Day.
And another red signal.
I haven't had a red signal for about, 30 seconds now, so...
Next stop, Didcot Parkway and the home of Andy Stovold,
Yes,
if I'm allowed to mention him.
you are allowed to mention him. Because
Angry Stovold.
he's in my good books right now because he's finally stopped posting angry emojis on everything I put on Facebook.
What, Angry
Angry.
Stovold?
It's only taken him about 3 years.
I was going to say, I thought you was angry at him because he went into hibernation.
No, he's been angry at me for the last 3 years and I don't know why, but he's finally stopped it.
Oh, that's alright.
Oh dear, the world's coming to an end.
The prophecy has been foretold.
Hell is freezing out.
The sword came out of the stone.
It's funny you say that about Hell Freezing Over, because there is actually a place somewhere across the oceans.
I'm
It is
I'm
in a
aware.
town somewhere.
You mean Hell, Michigan?
Yes.
Well, it throws
Or is
over
it Hellman
the
Province?
thing. And yeah, how we have lived through Hell Freezing Over.
Well, that sounds cold.
Pat Strings is in the chat.
Hello.
Mark is now leaving angry emojis on all of Andy's posts now. Yes, Mark, do it. Do it for the Vine. I can hear whistles.
Sounds like a motorbike from where I'm listening.
Sounds like a chainsaw to me.
Well, that hacked people off quickly.
No, it didn't. Please stop.
Not in that way. Not in that way.
Well, there's
Stop
61
with that.
people watching the live stream, so people of the live stream, repost your links, advertise the live stream, let's get more people in.
Let's see if we can break 75.
Reese, you shouldn't be encouraging people to advertise you.
Yes, I should. I do enough advertising for everybody else.
Exactly.
ahead-
You're not allowed
I'll
to
go ahead
advertise
and-
yourself.
Yes, I am.
I'll go ahead and
Since when?
Reese,
Since I made the
Advertising.
rules.
No, but I was aiming that at Sam. Since when's Reese not allowed to advertise himself?
I'm pretty sure there's laws about that.
Not that I'm aware of.
I've
Okay,
already
The rule of
advertised.
Sam just says Reese is not allowed to do this. The end.
No, I think you're all missing the joke here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I missed the joke. Well, explain the joke.
Oh no, don't make me explain the joke.
You have to explain it now.
Explain.
No, you're not thinking dark enough.
What? Didcot?
Yes. What? Wait, what?
I just
Slow.
saw.
What happened?
I'm approaching Didcot.
I said that
Actually,
about
do you know
5
what?
minutes ago.
Do you know what? I'm not going to stop at Didcot. I'm already doing 81 mile an hour. Sorry, chaps.
So you can still get at the speed, it just takes for fucking ever.
It just takes a little bit longer. Andy, if you're watching, we're just going to plough straight through at 80 miles an hour.
Insert crude comment here.
Everyone to the windows and shout penis going through the station.
Yes. The next train to pass through Didcot Parkway will not be stopping. Please stand clear of the platform edge as you may get sucked off.
Hey!
Penrith.
Carlisle.
No, that's where that sign is, although it doesn't actually say that, I believe, but that is
I
where...
was going to say, if it does, is it still there?
Probably not. I mean, it would be the most targeted railway sign in the country, I would think.
Yeah, I would think people would keep stealing it.
Or at least attempt to.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I need to slow down up ahead because I will be merging onto another track.
Nah, just hit it at full bore, you'll be fine.
There we go, there's a single yellow, I need to start slowing down. No, it's not, it's green, full steam.
Go, go, go.
Go, 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 go.
Pull ahead through the...
What was that accent?
Next stop, Swindon.
An attempt at Northern.
Northern.
There you go. Then.
I'm a little offended as someone from the...
I'm a little offended that someone tried to imitate my northern accent like.
Now, if you could say that fluently without pausing between all the tuts, you'd have it.
Thank God for tit ale, thank God for tit apostrophe, and thank God for tit... No, hang on. Thank God for tit whippet. I'm just going down to tit pub to watch tit line witch and wardrobe.
Yep, you think
Tit line,
aren't you? It's that Michael McIntyre sketch.
Yes, it
Tit
is.
line, tit witch, tit wardrobe, and tit.
That's the one.
In pub.
In tit pub.
Pint of lager.
And tit lager.
Lager down to pub.
I'm pretty sure that I'm going to merge onto another track, but I don't think I am actually. I'm not on the.
No, you're not.
I'm not on the loop.
No, you're not.
Today on WP,
Cool.
Reese tries to be Yorkshire, whilst also getting lost on the Great Western Main Line.
I'm not lost. I'm following the signals. They're all green.
I was going to say, having travelled on that route quite a lot recently, the only time you'll ever get crossed over is if there's possession for single line working. So you should be fine.
I've got so much I need to do. I can't.
So
There's nothing better than being heavily distracted when you're trying to do something really important. I heard it helps you concentrate.
Guys, if anyone's wondering why I haven't got the N... What is it? Is it the N7?
The
I think
sausage.
it's an N7.
A sausage.
The one that Chris is doing.
Can you do sausage livery for me, please?
No.
Can you reskin a patio to LMS?
I could
What kind of
Well,
sausage?
you could, but I will literally explode.
What kind of sausage though? We're talking like Italian sausage, Polish sausage,
Polish
bratwurst.
sausage is for the best.
Just
Yes.
any old sausage.
No, literally, I was on a ship a couple of weeks ago with an all Polish crew, and this captain's just like, "Oh, we've just been to I don't know why he had a northern accent if he was Polish, but he just came up the bridge. He's like, "We just come from Gdansk, and my family brought me all this sausage. Here you go, have some, pilot." And we were like, "Okay."
Could you pronounce any of their last names? I'm genuinely curious.
I can pronounce the first name because that's the only one I remember, which was Marek. Captain was called Marek.
I work with a rather nice chap who's come over from Poland, brilliant engineer, and his first name is Roman, but his last name I can't even spell or pronounce. I know it, but I have no way of communicating it with anyone.
I went out with a Polish girl once. Her name was Anya. She was fucking nuts.
I have a very Polish last name, honestly.
Helsinki?
You're very good, aren't you?
I have a Norwegian last name.
All I can hear is somebody's eating their microphone.
He said he had a Norwegian last name.
Yeah, whoever's eating a microphone, we might be talking about sausages, but keep your hunger levels down.
Nom nom.
Mark says apparently I will go Allahu Akbar if I see an LMS Pania.
James Smith's studio says big boy Pania.
Well, that would actually be quite good.
That would require a pretty interesting child object, but it would be doable.
Penny or Garrett when?
Not something like
Do you know what I really want to see? Is an 08 Pania.
I wouldn't mind seeing a Malay Pania.
That would be quite interesting. An 0440 Pania.
Streamlined Pania.
Yeah.
Oh god. You know, I know that would
work.
Pania,
That's
Well,
the
it'd be like
point.
a Pania, but streamlined.
Did Great Western ever have anything streamlined?
Yes, and it was an
vaguely.
abysmally horrific eyesore.
He had.
It's not worth bringing up.
I want to say
They
it was
basically look like bullet.
It was that the king that had the weird things welded to it.
It was a king in a castle.
And the Dirty Rascal.
Yeah, there was a group of castles which were used for testing and a group of kings.
And if I remember correctly, the streamlined casing was the result of basically the designer just slapping some clay on there and was like, here, put that on.
It looked a bit American.
In fact, I've got a book here so I can tell.
Okay, who is it who keeps trying to join the chat?
It's Alex D.
Alex.
Alex.
Mine sausage
correct.
Führer.
No.
Alex, if you would ever do a double header with something, go with a Sterling single and a V2. That would be an interesting.
It would literally do 4 miles per hour.
I
Yeah,
know.
okay, now the Sterling single
It's
is a
still
beautiful
interesting.
model, but people keep expecting it to be a top express loco. It's not. It's got 2 driving wheels. It's
It
not
was
designed
it was not
heavy
a
train.
particularly good performer.
Caledonian singles are
It's a
better.
lovely
It
looking
was-
logo.
It was only supposed to hit like 80 or 90
No,
or something,
I
right?
think it was actually about
That was
60.
Yeah,
I think its
I
top,
think
top
average
speed was about 60, wasn't it?
it wasn't its
I
top
think-
speed, but it was its average running speed.
Yeah.
Tell you what though, that double heading would work if there was the way of inventing driving both locos tandemly.
Doesn't Just Trains have a script that makes that work though?
Doubt it. Unless
I
someone knows
thought they did
otherwise.
with their standards.
They did
It's
have a script
local.
that make you... If you whistle with one loco, then the other loco will whistle back. But
Ah,
that's,
that's
I think it's not really like driving in tandem, it's more of just a fancy thing.
Because I think that would be fun driving locos tandemly. And you can also, if you get what Reese has a broken V2, you can bank it out already.
And just swap to the other cab. Swap to the other cab. I'm still doing 81 mile an hour.
Yeah.
I'm amazed
I'm
that I
not
haven't
looking
run
at
out of water yet, to be honest. I'm down to 2,200 gallons, so I think Swindon is going to have to be a water stop.
I see what's really happening.
Crashes into the shops.
Reese,
What?
what you're actually doing is learning where you're going to need to take on water for the mega race.
Oh god damn it! You figured me out.
That's it, I've rumbled you. It's a
I've been
practice run.
rumbled!
That's the end of the live stream, folks.
And that's it. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Good night, lol. So, no, it's not, because the loco I'll be using for that Paddington to Penzance live stream is going to be Duchess of Pennoith.
No,
Is it?
I'm quite impressed with you there, because I was genuinely expecting you to go for something Great Western.
Well, I was going to, but then you wanted me to use Duchess of Pennoith so bad, and I was like, oh, do you know what?
I'm quite happy for you not to, because I will be using the Duchess.
No, I think I will. You've forced my hand now. I've got to do it.
When is it? You're doing this.
Wait a minute, Sam, this is reverse psychology. That's what you've done. You're a sneaky one, you are.
I try. But, do you know what that means now?
It means that
What?
sausage.
It means if you fuck up and I do
With
well,
wine and a penis cracker.
you've got a... Yeah, but there's a lot riding on that now. Your entire reputation is at stake.
Sam, I have a YouTube channel devoted to how badly I fuck things up every time. I don't think it could get much worse.
Well, you're
Yeah,
loved for your mess.
Interesting logic, though, I will say.
The other thing about that live stream is I won't be using auto fireman because I don't think that Duchess has auto fireman.
No, it doesn't.
So
However,
I'll be-
it's not an advanced model.
No, that's true.
When is that live stream, Rhys?
It's
I've just had
whenever
a
Western
look.
Main Lines is released.
Whenever the full length.
Whenever the extension is released. They did a live stream about it the other day.
Damn it.
In one of their newsletters, it did say they reckon it'll be about March. So it'll be in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Good news. But yeah, I'll tell you what. I'll get that plan for that whole series thing drawn up. And then we can do, when that route comes out, we can use that to kickstart it.
Yeah, definitely. I am up for that.
But yeah, I think it should, if we can get it to work properly, it should be quite an interesting series.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to get this Railworks Challenge series up and running. And this is one of them.
Going back to the streamlined kings and castles, I've had a look in my book. It only shows like when they were double chimneys and stuff. It doesn't show.
Who is speaking right now? Who are you? Sorry?
Davan Studio.
Stefan. What's your name? What's your actual name, dude?
Davan.
That is your name. Not your GWR is not your name, I presume.
No.
Okay, it's not on your birth certificate. Great Western Railway.
I'd be surprised if it was.
I'd be amazed. I would actually support that. I'm gonna go change my name by default to Great Western Railway.
Having said that, though, I do know somebody with the middle name of Brunel.
Yeah, but that's awesome.
I know it is.
I would have wished I could have Stanley as my no last name.
It's funny because people worship Stanley a lot, but in reality he's actually not quite what everyone thought.
And also, he was trained by the Great Western Railway.
He was.
It was.
Whoever's got the live stream on, can you just turn the volume down a little bit because I can hear it feeding back.
I believe it's Dock Tank.
I'm not really sure who it is. Just turn the volume down a little bit.
Not me.
Yeah, it is UCR Dock Tank.
Oh,
Yada
that's
yada
not
yada
too
yada.
Yorgi Schmorgi.
Yeah, I didn't hear my
Uh-oh.
I didn't hear my own voice feedback then. No, I can hear it again. God damn it.
Yorgi Schmorgi.
1 sec.
Yeah, Dock Tank.
Oh, he's gone. And he's back.
Dock Tank is because you're constantly holding it down, so it's just playing back. Put in some headphones.
Put some headphones in or push to talk or something. Oh, we're doing 80.8 miles an hour, and I think we're about to hit a slight downhill gradient.
Next stop, Swindon.
Yep. It's a shame that you can't have, because I've done a quick drive, you can't actually have the intermediate stations listed.
18 miles per hour.
Why
That's the point.
did you do a quick drive?
Because I couldn't be bothered to set up a scenario.
Because it's easy.
The Welshman who's driving the train has no control over it, so it will
Oh god, what just happened?
into the works.
My engine just kind of lurched.
I was going to say, did you kill it?
No, I haven't killed it yet.
Did you possibly wheel slip?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would just like to point out the yet he said there. It's a very important thing to take care of because it implies that he is going to kill it.
Oh.
Well, he's already got one cylinder down. We're all waiting for him to knock a no.
We've got 173 miles left to run.
I thought you said we're going 173 miles an hour. I was about to say, what?
Yes, I was going 173 miles an hour. With one
Is it
tank
the
on.
same-
With a broken
Super
cylinder,
Mario.
I'd be surprised.
In my opinion,
Is it this-
if he's already cocked it up by blowing a cylinder, I think it's actually very unlikely he would do exactly the same thing again. It's more likely to be something
Right,
different.
okay, I just went past the red.
Oh god, here we go.
Red signal.
And now the next set
I
is
cannot
double.
wait
Yeah,
to see how many pads you have at the end card.
It's double yellows ahead. See, this is where it gets weird. It's like, why am I getting a red, then double yellows?
That's fine,
know?
it just means don't park there.
That should have been a double yellow back there, not a red, so why I just don't get it.
Signalling fault?
See, now I've hit the AWS ramp, and the double yellows turned to green. So I can't trust the signals on this route.
Quick drive, that's why.
Just go.
Well, perhaps it is because it's quick drive. But I mean, the route is supposed to be quick drive compatible, so yeah.
Oh yeah, it might be, but...
Just blame it on Brexit.
Yes, it's Brexit. It's Theresa May's fault.
Always use a free roam.
Yeah, but the problem with using a free roam is it does even worse things with the routing. It makes it all over the place.
At least you can change it so it suits your own needs.
The fun thing about doing a quick drive, particularly when you're doing some form of race, is seeing how far you can go before you actually have to madly panic and slam on the brakes for something.
So it's basically a game of chicken.
It genuinely is.
Yeah, it's green signal roulette. Come around the corner at full speed, see what signal you've got, and then dump the brakes in panic.
It's not even the signals that are the issue, because in free roam you can just ignore them. It doesn't matter. It's the points.
Yeah.
And it's because Train Sim has a really bad habit of, and not on all routes, but on most routes, if you're going too fast coming up to a set of points, it will change the set of points into a siding, and it will not let you change them back until you drop down to a slow enough speed.
Yeah, exactly.
Normally it does this when you're considerably over the speed limit, specifically when you're in the middle of a race. And normally, in order to drop them back down, you need to drop to about 10 miles an hour. And by the time you've done that, you're halfway through the siding and you've derailed and you've gone flying up in the air, and now your train is set halfway across the country. And this is why free roams are dangerous.
Yep.
The other thing as well is I do like...
The good thing about free roam is if it does do that, you are able to change it.
The other thing I will say, when it's
it does do it sometimes on quick drives as well and set up scenarios, but the issue then is you can't do anything about it.
Oh, right.
I don't know how far away I am from Swindon. There's Swindon. Oh god, slow down.
I'm down.
Emergency brake it.
No, don't break it.
I've just had a look. I've just been looking through some posts, and there's a place called Dildo, and someone's gone and vandalised a sign with it says 12. It's like 12 miles, but they put 2 lines to represent inches on it.
Sounds like he got a load of pleasure out of that then.
Stop, please. Please.
Just approaching Swindon, and I think it's time for our first scheduled water stop. I've still got 1950 gallons.
Oh, what a good year that was.
Yes.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
You old fart.
I've just gonna put it in the crew. I've just gonna put it in the crew mess.
Just send in the chat, by the way. Tim Davies says class 700 is shit. Well done, Sherlock.
I have no idea which one the class 700 is.
That new Thameslink unit.
It's not Steam, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's
no
a
one
fair.
cares if it's not Steam.
Finally, I've only got one more letter to go. Well, no.
I don't think we'll get on then. I'm mainly diesel orientated, but fair enough.
You like the tin boxes then?
Nah, I'm partial to a bit of a steam, sorry.
There we go.
See, coughs and sneezes
Hey.
spread diseases.
Then to be fair, my granddad was an old oak fireman, so...
Old Dirt, Great Western. It's not the best, but it's not the worst.
Well, yeah, it's not...
Ripping the
It's
cap
not
at Old Oak.
well, yeah, it's not the LMS. Or the Southern.
The LMS is the best way.
No.
There we go.
Yeah.
We've stopped at Swindon.
But each to their own, and let's agree to disagree.
No, I'm just saying,
Swindon.
it was literally the LMS's motto.
Oh.
Yeah, like Southern Hudson always comes soonest in the south.
That's true.
The LMS was best way. It was what they used in a load of their advertisements and posters and stuff. Which is why you can always say the LMS is the best.
Meh.
And there you go. That's good logic behind any LMS fan's argument.
But the best comes from the west.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was Stanu. It came from the West, and then it went to LMS, and it made it better.
Or like being an idiot and decided to
But
emigrate.
actually, yes, let's not talk too much about Stanu, because... Well, actually, you know what, let's, because there's an interesting story here I was told by one of my friends. When Stanu came to the LMS from the Great Western, he was actually very unpopular because he tried to force all the Great Western workings on all the LMS draftsmen, and they weren't happy with it. So it meant that
are you surprised?
when he came out with his first locos, they were actually disasters. And it was only when the draftsmen got completely fed up of him that they decided to take things into their own hands. And it was from then onwards that the LMS stuff started coming out good. So yeah, there's a bit of interesting history. It wasn't actually Stanu on his own that made all of the Stanu engines so good.
Hmm.
Mind you, it's the same when you look at a lot of engine designers.
Or when you look at locos full stop.
Yep. I mean, when you think steam engines are only, what, is it something like 5%, 10% efficient?
Yeah, I
It's
think
5%,
so.
something
I think
like
it
that.
is. We'll say that for argument's sake.
But that means that out of all the coal you're putting in and burning, only 5% of the energy you're using is actually going to power the train. The
So
rest
for the
is being
people-
wasted.
For the people watching the live stream, because I've edited the Western Main Line's route, it's going to take an age to actually load back into the scenario.
Oh, you've done that.
Yeah.
Reese, from personal experience, last time I edited the route in the middle of a race, it took about half an hour for it to reload.
Well, we'll
Wah,
see.
wah,
Because
wah.
I did it before, it took about 5 minutes. So I'm hoping it'll do the same.
Yeah,
Does
you
this
do have
mean
a
you'll
better
have all
computer
three-
than me.
So this means you'll finally have use of all three cylinders again.
If I have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
restart, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it was, I think, my understanding, if it's correct, it was just putting in the watering point. Actually, that's something, Reese. When the full length for the Western Main Lines comes out, we will have to go through before who's participating has put in watering points.
You completely cut out.
Well, that's bitterly disappointing.
Yes.
Why don't you put down water troughs to make it more interesting?
Because water troughs are a bit dodgy and don't always work right. Plus, not all engines can actually pick up using water troughs.
Oh shit, yeah.
But yeah, what I was saying was, when we do the full length for the Western Main Lines, we'll have to make sure everyone who's participating has put all the watering points in beforehand,
Yes.
because
Definitely.
otherwise it will take like half an hour,
Yeah.
or if not more, if not less. It takes a long time for it to reload.
Yeah, it's taking quite a while now.
Yes.
It will do it. I've done it before.
Eventually.
I
Yeah.
haven't
It
edited
can
this
do
route
it.
before, but it does take a long time to reload.
Yeah.
Reese. Flaming Arrow 219 says, hang on, it's in the chat. Can you advertise the Great Western Society, please?
No.
It's not
Lol.
that great because it's Western. I mean, what?
Oi.
Oh.
Watch it now, Buster.
Isn't that on the West Somerset Railway?
I thought it was at Didcot.
Yeah, Great Western Societies did come.
Come on, Train Sim. You can do it. I believe in you.
It does. I'm not sure it believes in itself.
Probably not. It goes,
Yeah, what's
I
happened?
was made by Dovetail Games. No. It's because I've edited the route, and because it's such a big route, when you edit it, it takes absolutely ages to load back in.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Although, to be fair, as far as I know, it is the single biggest route in Train Sim. Like, it's the longest stretch of continuous...
I always thought it was Woodhead.
track. No, Woodhead's actually not that long. In comparison, anyway. But I think to do the whole of Western Mainland, if you're going off the timetable, it's like something like a 7-hour run. If you stick to all speed limits and everything.
That squeak of your chair just sounded like you was opening the door to...
Maybe he was.
You just dropped out the call for a moment there. It sounded like I was opening the door to what?
Hell.
Reese.
Like that.
Just gonna put it out here, I don't think it's us dropping out, I think it's you.
Well, it might be. But then it might not be.
Yeah, I would assume
That is the question.
it's your computer trying to handle Train Sim.
It might be. But then it might not be.
Does not compute.
That is the question.
The question is, how did I get here?
The end.
See, I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for him
Desmond
to
the
start.
Bear.
I'm waiting for him to notice there's smoke coming from his computer.
Well, hey.
Well,
Was
the
it
joke's
so
on you
nuts?
because I've got a laptop, not a computer.
That's just a cigarette he put in it earlier.
Yes.
His computer has a terrible nicotine addiction. Well, laptop. Well, I mean, I suppose... yeah. The computer's more into blowing up planets.
Or is it to make his computer, or to make it look like his computer was generated in the Steam era?
Now there's an idea. Steampunk laptop. Steam-powered gaming computer.
You could probably do it if you get a miniature steam engine and
Coal-fired... Yep, that's it. I know what I want for Christmas.
A coal-fired computer.
Coal-fired laptop.
That's a brilliant idea, actually.
You can run Train Simulator and you can have the real experience of stoking a fire. Which...
It is possible. I've seen people charge their phones with miniature steam engines.
Yeah, it'd be entirely
It's probably
possible. It'd still run on electricity, mind, but you'd have to connect.
I bet it'd be bloody
to a
expensive as
dynamo
well.
and all that. Oh yeah, but you know it'd be fun.
It's about
Well, assuming you
100
could
quid
hack it.
per miniature loco and about 200 quid for a boiler.
Right, so there we go. AWP group project for you. First person to make me a steam-powered laptop can have a free reskin.
Way.
God, it's still loading. Fucking hell.
Yep. Oh yeah, Reese. While it's loading and while we're waiting, shall we tell anyone about the idea we have for that live stream challenge seriesy thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so the basic plan is that we will do I think it's 12 races in total. Plus challenges. There will be 3 races set on a different route from each of the big 4 companies, so LMS, LNER, Great Western and Southern. And each of the races will be one of 3 categories, so there will be express passenger, there will be heavy haul, which will be freight, and then there will be branch line, which will be shunting, freight, passenger, a bit of everything really. And the idea is, what we will have to do is complete in each of the races or challenges and we'll keep track of how everyone scores in them, and then at the end of it, we'll put together a tally showing how everyone did.
That sounds like a bloody good idea, actually.
But the idea is, when you compete, for example, if you're doing all of the Big Four races, all of the passenger ones, you would have to use the same loco each time.
That could be rather interesting then.
Yeah, now bear with me for this, because the idea is it's a bit like the running in trials, the exchange trials. The idea would be that it's showing how each individual person performs with different tasks, but also how the locos perform with different tasks.
Alright.
So, in total, you'd be able to choose 3 different locos. One for the freight, one for the passenger, and one for the branch line. And we'd set up specific rules and regulations for what kind of loco you can choose.
I presume they have to be all steam.
Yes, it will all be steam. If it all works okay and it's successful, we may do a diesel version of the same thing.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so the idea is, by the end of it, you'll have driven whatever loco you chose. For example, I'll probably go for the Duchess for passenger.
Oh, yes!
But if I do, then... Is it loaded?
It's loading.
Hey!
I think.
About bloody time.
But yeah, so if I went for the Duchess, for example, it means I would be using the Duchess on all 4 of the routes, which means it wouldn't just be testing it on its home turf, but it'd be testing how it competes with other locos on their home turf.
That's true.
So it's just a way of making it a bit more interesting, really. But by the end of the whole thing, like I said, every loco will have competed in a different region to its home, as well as its home. Every person will have had a go at 3 different types of races/challenges, and it should be a good bit of fun. And
sounds it.
Chaotic.
That sounds really good.
So I've got.
Whoever came out with that idea. Sorry.
Yeah. I've just got to go through the process of selecting the routes and everything.
It worked.
Whoever came out with that idea, I really do take my...
Why, thank you very much.
Just so you all know, it actually worked.
Congratulations, you didn't dump file.
Oh my god.
3 cheers for...
I've just got to move forward to where my watering point is and take on water.
Suddenly, Reese got very wet.
Suddenly, pineapple.
Anyone got a cricket chirping sound to play? If not, someone will have to do them by themselves. That was
that was crap. Yeah, sorry.
That was the best we had, so it'll do.
Beep, boop, beep.
More like the checkouts at my store.
Beep.
That'll be £10, please, sir.
Unexpected item in bagging area.
Oh, don't. Thankfully, that is one area I do successfully avoid.
Unexpected item in bagging area.
It's in the sodding bagging area.
Where's my oh, there's my 0. Okie dokie. Let's just hope Chris is online so I can actually show him this.
This watering point's not working.
Haha!
Suddenly, a Welshman got angry.
Wait.
Does that mean we have to wait another 30 minutes for you to put in one that does work?
Yes, it does.
And we shall sit here and...
I better go and get the microwave on for the popcorn.
shove a spoon or a fork in there or something.
Mind you, I also better going down to the fridge and get the beers ready.
Dear.
Yeah.
Man's on a mad sesh.
Damn bloody right so.
Okay, so the watering point definitely did not work.
Which watering point did you use?
The standard fuel point.
Ah, right. I use the chorus one because it's like a little hosepipey thing.
So I guess the next best thing is to keep running until you eventually actually blow the engine.
Wait, what?
Die. Da, 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 da.
Well, I've got to admit, it's nice to be back on a live stream again. I've not been on one since the last time we did one, which I was in.
I've not been in one for a while, so...
I've been incredibly busy, and I'm still going to be incredibly busy for the next few weeks. But, all being well, after next weekend, I should actually have a bit of free time again, when I've got all my commission reskin stuff done.
What's the weirdest reskin you've been asked to do?
Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, there's been quite a lot of weird ones.
LMS Pania, simple.
No, I've had weirder.
Pania and Garter Blue.
No.
Pornhub Railways.
No, although actually, now you say that, that might make a rather interesting one at some point.
Wait, what did he say?
What?
What did he ask for?
You know, that might look decent on a 47.
Oh god, them fucking things.
I think the weirdest one I've had was... It was by a guy who were wanting to do narrow gauge stuff, and he wanted something to advertise his page, and he wanted a 47 doing with like his narrow gauge page on the side. And that was a bit of an odd one because he didn't really know what livery he wanted it or anything. But they're thinking, so essentially you just want your logo on a 47, which is
He's welcome to it.
Yeah, it was.
Although interesting concept of having a miniature duff. Or was it a narrow gauge?
Yeah. Oh, let's see. What other weird ones have I had?
Then again, as I say, he's welcome to it because it's out the way.
I've had a lot of requests for Australian stuff, which is a bit more beyond my capabilities because they want me to do modelling stuff for it. I've had a lot of people asking about the Duchess pack I'm doing, which I am still doing. It's still going there. I don't know. Long story short, there's been a lot of weird requests.
I work on another game, and I saw one of my friends. He built an American GP9 with a British Great Western Railway livery scheme, and I wanted to strengthen.
Oh, by the way, Sean Yazzie says Pania in Highlands Railway yellow.
Now, what I want to see in Highland Railway yellow is the Jones Goods. Think it's the Jones Goods?
Yeah, 260.
460.
Oh, 460.
Wasn't it the first 460 in the country or something?
I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah. I believe Chris has plans to make that at some point.
So, I've got to wait for this to save again.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you need a coffee break, but don't let Reese have any because Reese is banned from coffee.
Why am I banned from coffee?
After what happened last time, you had well, not coffee as such, but
Caffeine.
Yeah.
What's wrong with being high for 3 days and not sleeping?
I think you answered your own question there.
Yeah, but you don't need to sleep if you're off your tits off caffeine.
Yeah, but when you crash,
yeah. You say that, but then I was going to say you say that, but when your body finally says it's had enough, and therefore you're going into a blooming
a coma for 3 days.
I think
I wouldn't say I wouldn't.
The trick is to keep yourself so high like you can't come down.
Exactly. More caffeine.
Like
I would say more,
having come down.
Take so much caffeine that your heart explodes.
Don't alcoholics use that same thing when it comes to hangovers?
I was going to say
you can't have a hangover if you never get sober.
You can't have a hangover if you're still fucking hammered.
Exactly. It's a brilliant strategy.
I was going to say, you need a lot of things to keep you high, or keep you up, I should say, you can't come down. Viagra.
Woo. I wouldn't know, mate. I've never needed Viagra.
Yes, because Reese actually has a 12-inch dick.
Well, whoa.
A pair of 18-inch cylinders.
Is one of them broken?
Yes, one of them is broken. I'm normally a 3-cylinder loco.
You said it, son.
Well, I have just killed a V2's third cylinder. I think I might have messed up though, because when I loaded the scenario editor, I'd moved the loco beyond the watering point, so I wonder if that was what the problem was.
Beats me.
Quite possibly.
So we'll see.
I know this might be a bit controversial, but Reese, what are your thoughts on the Llanelli and Mynydd Mawr Railway?
Well, I'm not really sure why it's controversial, but I don't know much about it, so I don't really have any thoughts about it.
Reese doesn't have many thoughts about anything, really. I mean...
Other than himself.
I mean, what? Ooh!
Just joking.
Do you know what? Oh, why not? Let's just personally...
I have plenty of thoughts about your mum, though, so, you know...
Hey! Jokes I heard at school. But okay.
This is school. This is Reese's live stream...
Oh yeah, I forgot.
School stream.
It's basically just 4 hours of me screaming abuse at you people.
And it's very educational.
Yes, you learn a lot here. I've lost 20 viewers because of the saving changes screen. Whoops, I'm sorry, I am sorry everybody.
That's just 20 unloyal viewers that, you know, we're happy for them to go because they're unloyal.
Yeah, scum.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
Oh.
Undiverted followers.
My Backman 4300 class is going to sell.
Ooh.
On eBay.
Oh, how much?
Well, the current bid is at $49.99.
I'll put one in for $49.99 and a half.
Ooh. 50 quid.
I mean, you could go and vote and bid on it just to start raising the price a bit.
I could do, but I'm not prepared to take that risk.
Well, I wouldn't.
Everybody go bid.
If you did buy it, I wouldn't sell it to you. It's just to make the money go up.
Thank you, Reese. Okay, I see how it is.
I mean, that's totally a ruse, and I'd sell it to you, and then I'll totally hound you and say, well, you have to buy it now.
Well, yes, of course you would, because you're a scumbag.
Yes.
Typical courier.
As I said, if at first you don't succeed, lie, cheat, and win.
Lie, cheat, and win.
Necessary.
Everybody go buy Reese's stuff.
Yeah, everyone keep bidding.
Someone go buy it and then someone blow it up.
I can remember I was selling some double gauge models and somebody did jokingly put a bid of like £2,500 on it. And then somebody, like they did it as a joke, like in the group. And then somebody just kept bidding on it just to see how far it would go. and it just kept going up and up and up, and it was like 2,500. I was like, holy shit.
That was a lot of Viagra.
It was hell of a lot of
Gentlemen,
Viagra.
I think you should all go buy Reese's stuff, and then you should paint it all into LMS livery.
Once they've bought it from me, I couldn't care less, mate. I really couldn't care less.
Okay, you should go around to his house and paint it all in LMS livery, and then you should
Just paint
let
it.
him try and
Well,
sell
my
it.
new house needs painting, so if you want to do
Just-
some work, I'd be quite happy for you to do it.
Okay,
There you
ladies and
go
gentlemen,
then.
go paint Reese's house in LMS Crimson Lake.
Yeah, I mean, you know, my house needs a new coat of primer on it, so LMS livery is perfect for primer.
Red oxide primer.
Yeah, and then put a streamlined casing around the outside.
Round the
Yes.
outside, round the outside.
In fact, do you know what? When I get my house, that's what I'm going to do with my bath. I'm going to get, you know, you can get bathtubs that don't have any like casing around them, yeah? I'm going
Right.
to get a bathtub like that, and I'm going to paint it in the LMS coronation livery.
Sado.
I've got
Okay.
Why don't you paint your kettle in LMS?
Sounds reasonable.
Is Reese still at Swindon? Yes, I am, because the route is still loading in.
Thought you was
We'll
at
just
stake.
call it an extended stop at Swindon. And what would have been a
Everybody
4-hour
get-
live stream has probably become 5.5 hours.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Everybody
this is
go
your
look at
chief
Swindon.
steward. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your chief steward for AWP Rail Tours. The water stop will be taking longer than I expected, so please go to the station bar and get picked.
Well, we're still waiting for the McDonald's to deliver all 400 cheeseburgers, so it's okay.
Yeah, but we overran that stop.
Make that 401 because I want one too.
Okay, well, we now need to review the order, so we better contact them again.
This time,
400.
So, you know,
Oh,
you guys joke about that. We actually took a field trip that ended at a park, and the teachers decided to go into the McDonald's next door and ordered some like 30 or 40 cheeseburgers. That staff was not prepared.
if he wasn't prepared, what's he doing as a scout leader?
It's a McDonald's. No, the teacher was prepared. The fucking McDonald's employees were not.
Well, you
There's
say
nothing
Well, no.
better than eating raw, undercooked meat.
Out of interest, mate, are you posh?
Me?
Porsche.
No, the other guy that keeps on saying, well, Norse and all that sort of thing.
I'm Porsche.
Mark.
I'm
I'm
also
anything
Northern.
but. I'm anything.
Well-
Bloody hell.
The good news is I'm going to have Chris's
Yeah.
Jimmy's numbers done in the next half an hour or so.
Nice.
The better news is that means Chris will finally be able to get the liveries finished.
Aha!
Hey,
it's
you
loading at
you,
last.
you
That means the
Do you
loco
work
will
in-
probably be out this week.
do you work? You work in Blender, correct?
Nope. I can't
does
model
anybody-
shit. But I literally
I-
cannot model to save my life.
I need to find someone who can work in Blender because I need a nameplate for a locomotive.
If
Work
you
in
find them, let me
Blender.
know.
I just want somebody to make 813 for me,
Do you know why I would support that idea?
because it would mean I'd have my dream loco in Train Sim at last.
And
No,
so
I
you
don't
can
care
paint
about
it in
you and your
LMS.
loco, Reese. Because 813 is a Hudswell Clark, and Hudswell Clarks are the best engines in the world. Therefore, we would have one
Yeah.
of the best engines in the world in Train Sim.
Right, okay, I'm in the scenario again. Let's press the T button.
And watch it not work.
And-
Again.
Nope, it didn't work.
Hey.
You know what that means?
Welcome
You're going
to
to
a
have
game
to be
of sitting around.
incredibly economical with your water.
Well, I can't.
I think there's a lot of delay minutes here.
Right, well, I'm just gonna have to keep going.
Plod on.
Soldier on, chaps.
Meanwhile, while we've been waiting, I've been working on the locomotive I've been posting in training.
Meanwhile, I'm thinking about going down to the fridge and getting my last beer.
Meanwhile, I'm thinking about going to bed.
Oh, you have to walk to the fridge. I've got a fridge in my room.
Well, I think I'm going to rename this live stream London to Bristol, because we're not going to make it to Plymouth.
Well, look at that.
Because I couldn't take on water.
Interesting.
Yes.
You could always run it until you inevitably blow it up.
Which in this case would be 5 miles time.
Right, Swindon to Bristol I don't think is that far, so I think we'll just call it a day at Bristol, because I gotta be up at 5 AM anyway.
Yes.
Really?
You should have stopped at Didcot. Could have gone back into the rail centre.
Well,
Oh,
I don't know.
Reese, did you say you're planning on doing a live stream on Friday?
No.
Oh.
My wife
dear.
is coming up for a few days, so I won't be live streaming after today for a while.
Okay. Yeah, could do North Wales Coast at some point.
Yeah, I would like to do that.
Through
I need to buy
Holyhead.
it first.
Yeah. Well, if you get it, get the backdated train sim extension to Festiniog as well,
That's a good idea.
because that's completely and totally free. And they did the extension for they did it for the original North Wales Coast, and then now the extension to Holyhead has come out. They've added their extension onto that as well, so you've got the full line from Londonderry Junction to Festiniog as well.
As you do.
Well, that means you've got a lot more you can drive on, which is nice.
Well, I'm sorry about that, everybody.
We apologise for the delay.
That was a 20-30 minute delay for absolutely nothing. Because a stupid watering point would not work. I had this same problem before, actually. I can remember trying to make a watering point on this route work, and it didn't.
Oh.
Reese, have you heard about Jesse going back to the going to the Pontypool now?
Yeah, I have, yeah.
See, Jesse is a nice engine.
Jesse!
You know why?
Is it
No.
because it's a Hunslet by any chance?
Yeah, but Hunslets are good, but they're not as good as Hoods or Clarks. It's funny because they were literally next door to each other.
Jesse used to be down in a park in Cardiff, didn't she?
I think it was Butte Road Railway Museum, which is no longer there.
I'm sure she was in a park, because I remember seeing a picture of her, the scaffolding all around with graffiti all over her with a slide in front.
Oh.
You know, the entire time in this live stream, I've been watching the chat, and I've noticed there's one question that has not been asked that is usually always asked anytime you lot do a live
Shut up!
Don't say it, don't say it, don't
Yeah,
say it.
I'm not going
Don't say
to
it.
say.
You will be taken from this place and executed at dawn if you do.
But to answer the question before we even get onto it, no, it's been cancelled. Stop asking. Right, now that's out of the way.
Or in Reese's words, next.
Well, we still got 8 dislikes on the video.
Only 8?
Yeah.
People dislike this video to show your support for it.
Oh shit, one of them's me. There we go.
I've got
That's a good
flashing
thing, you should be
yellows. That
proud.
means I got a crossover coming up.
Well, where are you?
I've just left Swindon.
You ain't got a crossover for miles.
Well, he's not supposed to.
Well, yeah, unless he's going bang road all the way to Bristol.
Right, I think once I've finished this, I'm going to have to continue work on the 8K Bahamas reskin.
And Dennis, nobody cares. Literally nobody cares.
Yeah, mate, get out of
Ladies and gentlemen, the truth. It hurts. But neither
Deal with it.
You know, I'll go ahead and say this. I'm actually impressed because he was able to drive the locomotive this far on 2 cylinders and got up to the speeds he did. So he did good.
Well, yeah, exactly.
And to be honest, the only reason this is failing is because I can't pick up water, and this train simulator's being a dick. It's not because of something that I've done.
You do know on Reese's videos, on Reese's live streams, we're not supposed to say anything positive, we're just supposed to completely and totally take the piss out of it.
To be fair, he's also kept all the load as well.
That's right, I haven't let any coaches off.
The only thing that stopped him was the plumbing.
See, it's all good now. Wait until the next live stream.
Oh yeah, where he lies to cheats and wins.
Well, it's normally... See, that's his motto, but let's be honest, how many times has he lied, cheated and actually got away with it and won?
That's a good point.
A couple.
He hasn't done it in a while.
I mean, it's normally lie, cheat and still fail miserably anyway.
And then Leslie comes flying out of nowhere.
Well, it's either that or lie, cheat, and then everyone realises and also lies and cheats.
Albeit a few times it's taken them a long time to work it out.
See, the great thing about Reese is that when he does all these live streams and challenges, they're recorded, so you have video evidence.
I love how I'm being referred to as in the third person in my own live stream.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Is this racism?
Oh, yes. It's not. Or is it?
This is most definitely racism.
This is rheumatism.
It's racist.
Oh.
Up to 80 miles an hour.
Can you do 90?
I did 100 the other day. Bearing in mind I am in a broken V2.
Come on, girl, old girl, we can do better than this.
However, I am starting to wonder whether I am going to make it to Bristol or not. I left Swindon with 2,000 gallons, I'm already down to 1,690.
Bristol or bust?
Well, hey.
Bust, it's gonna be bust.
Bristol or boiler explosion?
It's funny because running out of water doesn't make the boiler explode.
No, it's the firebox crown failure is what causes it to explode.
Yeah.
What, where the loco starts to crown when needing a shit?
Right, what should I rename this folder?
Sausage.org.
Yeah,
License to kill.
complete.
Well, the folder could be asked the amount of times Reese got asked the same question to which the answer was no, fuck off.
Speaking of questions, does anyone have any questions for me that I aren't actually looking at the chat so I can't
Are you
answer?
a woman?
Yes. Next question.
Are you single?
Yes, next question.
Would you like to
Are
go
you
on a
gay?
date with my friend Bob?
Yes, next question.
Would you
Are you
like
gay?
Bob's phone number?
Yes, next question.
Bob would
Are you
like your
gay?
phone number.
Yes, next question. Wait, what?
Bob
Were
likes
you on an
sausage.
episode? Were you on an
Oh.
episode of My Nutting 100-Pound Life?
Potentially.
Are you a gay?
No. Yes. Maybe. Can you repeat the question?
Who knows? Maybe.
But actually, let's drag up the live stream and see if there's any questions worth answering.
No, there's literally nothing.
No, Will Smith, sausage.org.
Yeah, I was about to say that. That was terrible. License to grill.
Why does that sound like a bad steak restaurant?
Because it probably is.
It's like McDonald's, cheap and full of pelicans. Anyway.
Wonderful. That's the numbers delivered to Chris, so that's the GER thing you were doing that will be out imminently. Well, I say imminently, I mean within the next few days probably.
Oh. Ah, blast.
I have no idea how far I am away from Swindon because I didn't manage to put it in the thing.
I have no idea how to breathe.
Die then. I mean what?
Oh!
Oh!
Where's Percy?
Well, I'm glad I've run this scenario, even though it's totally, cocked up and I'm not going to make it to Plymouth. I'm going to, at least I've figured out that there seems to be a problem with this route and watering points. So I can try and fix that. I don't know why, it's like I've tried putting water points on here before and it just hasn't worked. Have any of you guys had problems with it?
No.
Speaking from personal experience, no.
But then again, I've never attempted to do that sort of thing.
I did with no issues whatsoever.
I might try what you said, Sam, and use the Chorus Railway hose pipe
Yeah.
and just sort of see what happens.
Yeah, I just went and stuck that on platforms in various places. I stuck it, I hid half of it in, lampposts and stuff. So it looked a bit more subtle, but yeah, I think...
I just don't understand why it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, I think it does depend on the water which you use, the watering point.
Because I've used two now. There was a water tanker, which comes with this route, which didn't work. And then there was the standard default water tower, which again didn't work.
Well, if it's two of them, it could be something to do with your actual game.
Well, I mean, I don't have problems with this on other routes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I was trying to find your live stream. Oh look, there it is, top video.
Oh, that's nice. I'm on the top of your list.
It shows how often I use YouTube, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Right, what do I want to do with the rest of my evening?
Sit here and watch him fail.
Oh, for beer.
Have a wham.
Whoa!
Do I want a loading train scene and sit and stare and admire my reskin for a while instead of doing something productive? Yes, I do.
Being productive is overrated.
I've been productive, I've got Chris's numbers done. That's one thing done for today. I can't do two things today. Blimey.
Make a unique Penrith Valley Railway livery.
I was going to say, you've done the numbers for Chris, but you haven't done it for Reese's friend Bob.
Bob still wants your telephone number.
Get him to DM me on Facebook.
Yes, I will. Just so you know, he likes Jamaican reggae sauce restaurants.
They're fine, Jamaican bacon.
Jamaican bacon.
We can go to one of them and then we can watch Cool Runnings.
And big Jamaican sauce.
And have a joint.
So apparently I've lost my final destination. It doesn't show up the distance to the final destination anymore.
So that's your sat nav, bro. That's what your sat nav says, isn't it? Where the fuck are we?
Alright gentlemen, I've got to peel out shortly to go get my sister off the bus when it eventually comes. I'll be back in fuck whenever, depends on if the bus is on time.
Fair enough.
Alright, thanks for joining and bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye Felicia. Come to think of it, where's Brett gone?
He exploded.
Oh.
He didn't explode, he imploded.
Oh.
$84 miles an hour. We're down to 1435 gallons.
Whereabouts do you reckon you are?
I have no idea how far away from Bristol I am. Although, based on the time, I would say I'm probably about halfway between them. So I think it takes about 35, but then that's also doing 100 miles an hour. It takes about 30 minutes on a HST.
I take it the last station you've left was Swindon.
Yeah.
So the next stop will be Chippenham then.
Said Ivor.
I'm just going to try and make it to Bristol. That's my goal now, because I know I'm not going to make it to Plymouth.
Should be easy.
Well, I need water. I've run out of water long before I get to Bristol.
I don't know, if you manage yourself wisely, then you should be able to get a Bristol piece of cake.
And there's some locos which, like, immediately gear you up the second you run out of water in the tank rather than the boiler.
Yeah, they ought to change that. It ought to be when the fusible goes.
Yeah, it ought to be when the boiler water level runs out rather than the tank water level.
And Dennis Castle says BRB for a sec, or why can't you just go somewhere else anyway?
I'm just going through a tunnel. I don't know which tunnel it is.
Box tunnel?
No, I don't think it's box tunnel.
Cardboard box tunnel.
No.
People are saying I'm going to Bristol Parkway, not Temple Meads. Why would I go to Bristol Parkway?
Because you got lost.
Yeah, and it's the other way around as well.
I would be going to Temple Meads, surely.
To be fair, you can go from Chippenham, you can go to Temple Meads via both Parkway or via Bath, so it doesn't really matter. But I do reckon you'll be going through Bath.
Honestly, I have no idea which route I've been taken on. And I've got yellows ahead again, which I'm not slowing down for.
I reckon you're going by Bath.
So for the people who've just joined the live stream, just to give you an update, I'm still in a 2-cylindered V2 because I managed to break it and kill one of the cylinders. And we're not going to make it to Plymouth because my water stop did not work, so we're going to run out of water long before we get to Plymouth. So the plan now is to make it as far as Bristol instead, and then call it a day for the live stream. And then we will try rerunning the scenario another day when I can figure out how to make the water stops actually work.
We've also got the huge mega race to look forward to at some point on this route.
That's right, yeah.
Indeed.
Which I think will be very exciting.
Oh, I think I'm approaching Box Tunnel. I think. At least I think it's Box Tunnel.
Cardboard box tunnel.
Cardboard box?
I bet that said you packing.
You're such a funny guy.
I know, right?
Zombie box tunnel.
Did you say there's not much room?
No, I said he's not a mushroom.
Oh, am I not a
magic.
mushroom? Well, I'm still wondering why Super Mario is following me around.
You're not a
That's
funny guy.
Sounds magic.
Do, 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 do,
Mario! Bloody hell, scary to think it's 10 years since I got one of them Nintendo DS things.
One of those Nintendo DS things.
I don't know.
Brilliant description.
Alright, 10 years since I got a Nintendo DS then.
No, one of the Nintendo DS things, I like that description better.
Okay. Mind you, now I'm a bit more older and wiser and I don't have time for games, I've forgotten what they're all called. But, ho-hum.
Yeah,
I've got
I'm
that
out of
stuck in
Box
my head
Tunnel.
now. Cardboard box tunnel.
We're here.
I could do a reskin of that.
So apparently Box Tunnel is on the way to Bath, so I guess I'm on my way to Bath. And I've just done
I'm
another
on my way. I'm on my way. Aha, 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 aha. Sean Yazzie says what I miss. Not a lot.
What do I want to do? Do I want to actually drive the route, or do I just want to sit and stare at it?
Look inside your heart and there you will find the answer.
It would be nice
Well-
if its loco actually had AWS.
Or TPWS.
I think you're much happier without it. I would be much happier without it. It means you can ignore the signals then.
That is true.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially when the signals make no sense anyway.
Yep, it also means you can move away from the train to take screenshots of videos and
Yes,
stuff.
that is true.
Because many a times I've moved away from the loco, but oh yeah, I'll just wait for it to come through here so I can get a nice screenshot. And then
So that,
it just
I think
doesn't
Reese
appear.
is there.
And then I look at the heads up and it's just stopped.
I think
Yeah,
therefore
yeah.
Reese has found his paradise loco.
It breaks easily but still works when broken, and it doesn't have AWS.
Yeah, see, Reese, it's gone hand in hand for you tonight.
Hooray! Doesn't help that my fireman is being really uneconomic and blowing off all the time. Doesn't help when we're water starved.
Just cannot get the staff, can you?
To be fair, you've not long gone through Wootton Bassett, so...
You know what, I think I might have a go on Dell Me Mastered.
I was sort of thinking, should I try and carry on to Exeter, but looking at my water level, I don't think I'm going to make it to Exeter.
I'd be surprised if you did.
I think I'll be lucky to make it to Bristol now.
And if you get to Exeter, then just go get all the passengers to run to Dawlish and get water from the Seaford.
Yeah, that would be good.
I have returned.
Oh dear.
Same here.
Life
I just have
jackets
to help
on.
my mum with Welsh.
So you guys are talking about fishing water from the sea.
Abandoned ship.
No, we're talking about seeing water from a fish.
Demon.
Literally, we get fish out of the water and then we squeeze them out like a sponge and get the water out of them.
Exactly.
So in other words, we're talking about a fishy story.
Something sounds fishy here.
When are we not talking about a fishy story in this chat group
Coach?
Yeah, that's true.
thing?
It is the coaches. Well, I'll be fair, this is the first time that I've run this route with the 64-bit update, and it has handled really quite nicely.
Along with the fact you've got all your load.
I haven't left any coaches yet, but then since we're only going to Bristol, there's no need to dump them. Well, I have to be fair, even with 2 cylinders, we're holding a steady 85 miles an hour. And we have been holding that speed for quite some time.
Not quite enough to go back to the future then.
No, the wheels are sparking, but there's no, the flux capacitor is not, flashing.
If you go back in time, you can get
That's like lyrics to a song, does that?
I've had another spad.
Reese, if you do 88, you can go back in time and get some water points.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, but they didn't work. Oh Christ, this is Bristol Parkway.
Is it?
He was right, I'm going to go flying through Bristol Parkway.
Drop
Yeah, and then come out at Bristol Temple Meads the other side.
Oh God.
It's only just around the corner.
Emergency brake.
Oh dear.
Dump the brakes.
Well, finally, Reese actually does something sensible.
Break the brakes.
Guards handbrake on, everything.
Abandon ship. Abandon ship.
We are now
Brackets on.
We are now slowing down to 30 miles an hour. Please jump out at the platform.
That's interesting.
Oh, that's a sharp curve.
Well, I've got my next set of numbers to do for Chris, and I'm getting a little bit excited.
That was the sound of you having a crisis.
It
I was going to say, something like you having a shit.
Oh, I wonder if we are actually going to make it into Temple Meads directly.
I would have thought so, yeah. SJB Media 1996 says, lads, we need to fund some DVD on how to drive a steam engine for Reese.
No!
I think the thing is, Reese knows for a while how to drive steam locos, he's just incompetent. He needs the
West Coast
practice.
will take him.
Your face is incompetent.
Oh dear.
My brain is also incompetent, but here I am.
Your face is incompetent and your ass is incontinent.
I think that's bottoms up.
That was a cheap shot, but it worked. That one paid off, I will be fair.
Drop the engine, throw it first, blow it up.
Are we
Looks
going
like
to Temple Meads, or are we just not?
I was going to say, I don't know how far behind the chat is compared to the live stream, but I'm looking at you slowing down at Filton Abbey Wood.
There's about like a 17-second delay or something stupid.
So I'm guessing I'm bypassing Temple Meads then.
No, we're not even anywhere near. Well, you're not that far from it.
Yeah, but that's not the question. Am I going to miss it, or am I going to pass through it?
Don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
How fast are you going now?
Well, no.
No.
Totally helpful. I got 930 gallons.
What, a beer in the buffet to help you?
Yes.
Way, lads.
930 bottles of beer.
930 bottles of beer in the buffet. 930 bottles of beer. You take them all, you sell them on, you earn a nice tidy profit on it all.
And then
Chin
you
chin.
get them for evading
I'm
tax.
coming up on Stapleton Road, platform 2. I'm not sure what the speed limit is.
Don't know, but it sounds like you'll be stapled there.
You've run
Or
several...
do you earn a staple diet?
Oh,
You've
God.
run several red signals and you're worried about the speed.
Lord
Chris
Logic.
Jones is watching the live stream. He says, yes, I will stop there. Very good. Well, if that's a challenge, then no, I don't think I will. I will fly through at 100 miles an hour.
Reese will go.
How will I go? No, that's too... Oh,
Face down in a glass of alcohol.
Bottoms up.
Okay, I've just seen an absolutely brilliant engineering joke, and where can I put it?
okay, why does the active script thing keep coming on?
Do you know what? It's going in memes in the Discord chat, and you should all appreciate this.
I will when I have a little later on.
Yep, there's Bristol Temple Meads. We're gonna make...
Well,
We're going to make it, he says, shortly before not.
Oh, Jesus.
it's the Messiah!
As someone who's doing an engineering apprenticeship,
Oh,
I find that incredibly amusing.
that is funny. That is.
Is it in the memes thing? I'll have to have a look, because I did an engineer... Actually, I've done 3 engineering apprenticeships.
Well, you're just greedy, aren't you?
Yep. I didn't finish any of them, mind, but I've done them.
Yeah, he's greedy because he's gone through Stapleton Road on a staple diet.
Oh, you're so funny. Sorry.
Alright, calm down.
Somebody's pressing F to pay respect.
Instead of respect, you should just pay respect.
That was an abrupt point change.
Oh.
Going into Temple Meads on platform 5.
We're going this way, like my forward, backwards, over the Irish Sea.
Take one down, pass it around.
Well, chaps, we've made it to Bristol. I am proud, regardless. I mean, I've nursed this broken V2 from London to Bristol.
I must say, final tick in the box has to be you haven't derailed.
Yeah.
Suddenly, Leslie.
If Leslie enters now, I will go nuts.
Peanuts?
Well, we made it to Bristol. I am disappointed that I didn't make it all the way to Plymouth. But hey ho, it is life.
The approaching train will be blowing up on track 5.
This is platform 6. I don't know why it said platform 5. Oh no, is this weird place where like one part of the same platform is called platform 4 and then one is called platform 5 and then one's 6? But it's all actually the same platform.
Yeah, safe to say the S&T won't be questioned in the morning.
Funnily enough, I think this is the same platform we came in from Cardiff the other day in the other live stream.
Maybe you just like that platform.
I very specifically like this platform.
But does it like you?
No, it hates me.
Oh.
And that is it, everyone.
Battleship.
We'll let the scared punters out. So, Bristol Temple Meads. So, we've stopped short of our final destination, which was actually Plymouth. I think we'll pick this up in another live stream where we'll go from Bristol Temple Meads to Plymouth on part 2 of this one. And we'll make sure that we actually make it. So, it's not the end. But it's hopefully what we'll do is we'll take the V2 off now. We'll take it to the siding, and we'll repair it ready for the next live stream whenever that may be. So yeah, I'd just like to thank everybody for watching the live stream. I'd like to thank everyone in the voice call for joining me tonight on this adventure.
You're not welcome.
That was your
Thank you very much indeed.
So for everybody watching the video, thanks for watching. Rate, comment and subscribe. Head on over to the Angry Welshman Productions Facebook group and subscribe. Head on over to the Angry Welshman Productions Patreon server and donate what you can to help keep the channel running. Head on over to the Angry Welshman Productions official online store and buy some Angry Welshman Productions merchandise, which will help keep the channel running. And most importantly, have a great evening. Thanks for watching and good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.